Welcome to the world-renowned Carter the Great Theater. During the performance this evening, please, no photography or video recording. Tonight's featured show is about to begin. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the magic.
Performer has entertained audiences on 6 continents, from the Hollywood Magic Castle to the London Palladium, with thousands of theaters, cruises, colleges, corporate and private events in between. Please welcome back to the House of Cards your Chief Impossibility Officer, Joe M. Turner.
All right, hi everyone. Absolutely, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Yes. My name is Joe Turner. It's a pleasure to be with you all tonight. My job in the next 25 minutes or so is to amaze and astound you using a number of the skills and abilities that kept me from dating in high school. So, it's going to be really fun for you, kind of a tragic flashback for me. I've got like a homecoming dream right here going on in the front row. I don't know what's going on. But I first wanted to get into, do you see the crowns? Congratulations. I voted for both of you. When I was a kid, I wanted to learn how to do magic, and all the books said you should start by taking some money from your mom's purse or your dad's change on his dresser or whatever. Just put it on the back of your hand. Start by opening and closing your hand without dropping the coin, mainly to get a sense of balance, a sense of how your hand works, maybe a sense of the weight, and spatial awareness. And then the book said you put it on the first finger, try to isolate the muscles in the second finger, and lift it vertical. Then let it fall down to the next side, and do that on all the fingers of your hand. And the book said if you did this every day for 5 or 10 minutes, that over time it would get smoother and faster and faster and smoother. And the book said if you did it long enough, people would clap. I think that was everybody but you, sir. No, it's okay. Did you like it, too? Yep, glad you like it. 24 minutes to go. No, it's good. My friends were like you. They were like, well, that's good. It's interesting, but it's not really magic per se, is it? Magic is not digital dexterity, but it's when something unexpectedly disappears and reappears before people's eyes. When you take it from one place, it vanishes and reappears somewhere else. That is more traditional magic. And like you, my friends also refused to clap for that. They were like, oh, Joe, clearly you're using sleight of hand, right? You're concealing the coin somehow between your fingers or maybe up your sleeve or behind your hand somehow. That's how it is. If only you had some kind of barrier, a barrier made of steel or titanium or silk. So that when the coin was placed inside, you know it wouldn't be going behind your hand or through your fingers or up your sleeve even. Then and only then, if the coin disappeared, might we believe it was truly magic. And that was a pretty good trick for a kid. Wouldn't you agree? So yeah, not much action in high school. But by the time I got to college, I found the level of the room. Okay, well here's what we're gonna do. We've got a little bit of time, and it's time for me to show you some magic that's low tech, maybe a little magic that's high tech, and maybe a little magic that's insane tech. And we're going to start with the low tech, if that's okay with you. Does anyone in the room, I'm looking for a gentleman, or actually a few gentlemen, who might be wearing a ring on his finger. A wedding ring, a signet ring, a class ring. I had a guy the other night, maybe an athlete of some kind, he had a ring like that. Not like that, nothing. I mean, for crying out loud. But is somebody wearing maybe a ring that I could borrow? Or it doesn't have to be a gentleman, but if you're wearing what's your name, sir? David. Oh, very good, very good. David, could I borrow your ring just for a moment, please? And well, don't injure yourself. It's just a trick, sir. It's just for fun. We don't want to have a spare. Do you have a spare woman to go with the spare? That's terrible. All right, so I need a couple more. Is there anyone on this side who might have a ring that I could borrow? What's your name, sir? James. David, James, David. Very good. Oh, very good. That's heavy. It's good for you. So that's 2. And let's see if we can get that on my finger. And let's get one more. Maybe someone in the back. Someone's got her. Oh, we got one right here. What's your name, sir? Tim. So we've got James, David, and Timothy. Do I hear an amen? Amen. All right. So I got 3 rings from 3 guys. They've loaned them to me. We're going to take all of these rings, gold, silver, white gold, platinum, whatever the case may be. We're going to create an amazing experience together. For most of us, it's going to be a beautiful, magical metaphor for the deep importance of human connection. For 3 of us, it's going to be the moment we realized we might be going home with new people. So let's just see what we can do. Low tech. It's low tech. I need a pencil because it's low tech. Let's see what we can do here. All right, let's start right here. Do you see your ring physically linked on to the other 2? You do? That was yours, was a gold band?
Yeah, it was gold.
And that was David, thank you. And yours was the silver side, yes? And then last but not least, Timothy, yours was the one with the design. Do you see them physically linked on to each other? Physically linked on. Are you okay?
Maybe.
It's like a chain. So anyway, I will get the hacksaw and have these waiting for you at the hosts. No, just kidding. I do want to get out of here alive myself. So let's just see if we can get these apart. Let me start with Tim. And Tim, let me give this back to you. Make sure it's in the condition it was when you loaned it to me. Is that correct? Yes? And then that means that we've got David and James for the last 2. Don't take your eye off of the 2-ring chain. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to let you take the one you want. You got the one that's left. Everybody's happy with their ring. A round of applause for Michael Ray. Oh my gosh, our time is cranking away already. Let's try something maybe a little more high-tech. Do any of the ladies in the room happen to have their cell phone within reach? What are the odds? What's your name? Holly? Oh, it's your, Annie?
Happy birthday,
Annie, this is your phone. Could I ask you can I borrow you and your phone for a moment? Very good. Please watch your step as you come up on stage. And Annie, is it the traditional spelling, I guess? I've heard not like Anakin, Annie. All right, Annie, you've got your phone. Can I ask you to open up your browser? So, I guess Safari or whatever your version of your browser is. All right, is this an iPhone? Could you get, you're running out of battery too. Is this Safari? Oh, if it's Safari. Yeah. So you go to your browser. We're going to use this because this is practically magic by itself, at least if you're from my generation, to have the sum total of all human activity and knowledge. So just hold on to that for a moment. And we're going to ask you, we'll just set this down for now. In your mind, Annie, please take a die from a board game and just roll it in your mind. So you've rolled a number from 1 to 6. Don't say what it is. I don't want you to tell anyone what it is. I just want you to think of it. I don't want you to change your mind either. So please take a card that has that number on it. Have you got it?
Yeah.
Remember that card. Remember that number. And just put it in your pocket if you have one. And you're going to have to open this back up. I'm sorry. Got it? Very good. And we're going to go now to the source of all human information on the internet. It's loading. You may recognize it. Most of us know how to use Wikipedia. So I'm gonna search something. We're gonna do a little mind reading, a little mental. Let me see if I can get you to notice or guess where I'm from. You may have been thinking about it from my accent the whole time. But does everyone know how Wikipedia works? By the way, you click a little search and you put in something, and then 3 hours later you're reading something else. That's how I'm going to put in something here. Let's see. Go back. Search. I think we only have one bar, and it's get back up here. Maybe we are in a basement, so we'll see how it works. The page is not displaying as expected. Somebody else have a phone that's working? Can you go to your browser, please? I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's putzing around. So I'm just going to set this back down with you. Might I borrow your? Can you just open your browser for me? I'll take it. Very good. And WIKI. Yep. Go. Okay. And she has two bars. But it is loading. So let's just do a search. And I'm going to let you see what I'm searching for when it loads up. Let's see. This is where I went to school. Let it come up. Very good. So now we have thank you for, what's your name? Julianne, thank you very much. So Annie, we're now, did you see it?
No.
Okay, where would you guess that I'm from? Just maybe based on East Coast? Maybe, not quite. Where would you guess I went to school? Okay, I'll give you a hint. Clang, 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 clang.
No.
Mississippi State, oh my God, Mississippi State. So that's how I was just putting it in. I'm gonna let you search something. So we'll just hit the search, and you're gonna take it and just put in maybe a city or your favorite subject in school or something that you would like to look up that might have an article on Wikipedia. And you can tell us all what it is, because we're gonna explore the sum total of human knowledge altogether. What did you click on? What did you search? Oh. That's okay, We've got plenty of time. Okay, and just what article did you go to? Pickleball. Oh, that's fun. Scroll down to one of the sections and click on a blue link. Just click on any blue link that you got. What did you click on? Australia. Scroll down in Australia, click on any random blue link you want. Say it out loud. Drama. Australian drama. Click on another blue link. Sandstone. All right. Click on another blue link. Fantasy. Okay. Like fantasy artwork or literature. Let's do a few more. We'll just go through this together quickly.
Oh, sorry, universe.
Click universe. Universe.
Yeah.
Do it.
Chemistry.
Chemistry. So we're doing some science.
Reaction.
Okay. We'll just stop. That's fine. And so let's give her phone back. But you've got a chemical reaction. So here we've got several different topics that were chosen at random by what you chose to click on going through the internet. Do these look like they have anything in common to you? No, they don't. They look random. They feel random, but I propose to you, ladies and gentlemen, they're not random at all. There are a million different influences that led us all to be here together in this room tonight. We're going to see if they've all come together in exactly the right way. You remember I asked you to roll a die? What number did you roll?
3.
Can I see your card? The number 3. So if we look at the third letter, we have an A, an N, an N, an I. That is crazy. It's not even your phone. A big round of applause for Aaron and Julianne. So, we've done some low tech. We've done some high tech, although at the mercy of the surrounding environment, but high tech. Now I'd like to share with you, as we close our time together, something that I've worked quite a lot of my life to achieve. And it is, I call it insane tech. It uses 52 little pieces of paper. And it's quite appropriate for the venue that we're in, the House of Cards. Let me tell you, about 170, 175 years ago, in the central part of Europe, there was a man named Johann Nepomuk Hofstadter, Austrian. By day, worked in the Austro-Hungarian Empire, finance industry. So he had a desk job, like I used to back in my management consulting days. By night, he invented many of the techniques used for sleight of hand with cards that are still in use by people all over the world today, people that you saw outside. Gary and Mark, and you saw maybe Jason out there, and myself. Hofstadter created an entire branch of card magic. He could do it close up for 1 or 2 people, like you've seen, or for a small crowd, or even for the largest theaters in Europe. He wrote a book, and in this book he had a saying. He said, cards are the poetry of magic. By this he meant that these finite symbols or sounds, one could, with some creativity and dexterity, put them together in ways to create almost an infinite number of experiences. Now, we don't have time for an infinite number, and I want to get on with it, so we'll limit ourselves to 7. I'll drop the cards from one hand to the other like this. I'm going to ask someone over here to say stop. I'm going to ask you to say stop anywhere. Wherever you stop, that's where I'll freeze.
Stop.
Keep going, or
Keep going. Stop.
right there? Remember that card.
Yep.
What's your name? Christina, please remember this card. I'm going to come back to you in a few minutes. If you forget this card, it is a colossal waste of time. In my management consulting days, we would call this a mission critical task. Okay? Please remember the card. Now, most of us learned it as kids to have a card from a deck and put it back in and find it. We've learned that. I'm going to add a level of difficulty. I'm going to go to Julianne and ask you to say, stop anywhere. That'll be your card. Please remember it. The gentleman next to you will help you. In case, well, I mean, it's getting later, and just in case, it's always nice to have 2 people working together. So you guys have one card, you guys have another card. Let's add a third level of difficulty. This gentleman, please say stop anywhere. That'll be your card. Got it? What's your name? David? It's convenient. Very good. How about this gentleman here? Say stop anywhere. That'll be your card, sir. What's your name?
John.
All right, David and John. And how about you? Please say stop anywhere.
Stop.
That'll be your card. And what's your name?
Emma.
Emma. Okay, we were on a roll. It's okay.
That's all right.
That's cool. That's cool. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do a couple more. How about you, ma'am? Please say stop anywhere. That'll be your card. Got it? What's your name? Mary. And I'm Joe. We could start a religion. I'm just kidding. I'm Presbyterian. It's okay. Just relax. We're having fun. And last but not least, how about you on the end? Say stop anywhere. That'll be your card. You guys are gonna work it together, right? What's your name?
Karen.
Karen and
Cynthia.
Cynthia. It's my mom's name.
Ah.
Very beautiful name. Beautiful name. Do you go by Cynthia?
I do.
Very good. She doesn't like Cindy.
Yes,
Very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, 7 times as hard as a regular card trick. I'm going to find all 7 of these cards in amazing and magical ways, working us into an emotional frenzy. I know it seems a lot to ask from a card trick, but I think we can do it. A lot of people say, well, the magicians just put all the cards on top so they know where they are. But nobody stopped in the top 6 or 7 cards. Some people say the cards are all on the bottom and he's dealing them off like a crooked gambler. I'm going to cheat, just not like that. Some people say I stuck 7 fingers in the side of the deck to remember the positions of all the cards. But you can see the cards are out of my hand completely. So let's start with Karen and Cynthia on the front row. Do you ladies remember the card? Please watch carefully. One card is turned face forward, not this one. I just said one of them. And one card is turned face forward. Please name your card out loud now.
8 of clubs. I wouldn't lie to you for anything. I mean, I'm telling you, the one card that is face up is the 8 of clubs. Very good. Loud round of applause for the ladies down front. Very good. So that brings me to Mary. What was your card, Mary? 8 of diamonds.
Another 8, the 8 of diamonds. We're playing crazy 8s. I keep an emergency card in my pocket in case someone chooses the 8 of diamonds, which strangely enough is the same card Emma had, which is convenient. You had the 8 of diamonds.
Me?
You didn't?
No.
You had the 8 of diamonds. What was your card?
King of spades.
It's so close. It's got to be. Raises an interesting question, though. If that is the King of Spades, the real question is this: how does the 8 of diamonds get back in my pocket when you guys were watching me the whole time? That's what I don't understand. I know, 6 years of college. Can you believe it? Why don't we do this? We'll take the King and the 8 together, and we'll go back to who was over here. John, do you remember what your? Did you even have the 8 or the King? Did you?
Nope.
No. Then we'll use those 2 as a pair of tweezers. What was your card, John?
5 of clubs.
5 of clubs. Left-handed, one card flips out of the deck invisibly. Why? Well, go with me on this, people. We're going to go over here, and with the pair of tweezers, when it hangs in the air right about there, we'll grab it out. One card is caught between the tweezers, and with any luck, it is the 5 of clubs. That would be your card. Go! So that's 4 cards in, and I'll be honest with you, that's not really quite the frenzy, is it? It's not. We haven't. It's like we're good. I have a plan. I have a solution for this. For the last 3 cards, instead of a little polite clap after each one, we'll abstain. Sit on our hands. Let the pressure build. As it does. And if we get all 3 of the remaining cards, with any luck, emotional frenzy at the very end. Explosion of magical joy. We can do this. So that brings me to, it was John? No, David. David. What was your card, David? King of Diamonds. Watch the 2 packets. We'll just cut, and one card appears in between. The King of Diamonds. Now you want to. See, now it's hard. Hold it back. The King of Diamonds. We've got 2 to go. That brings me to Julianne. 8 of spades. To find the 8 of spades, I do need complete silence. But you guys have been giving me so much. It's fun. It's fun. It's part of the show. We're all here for each other. 8 of spades. My parents are so proud. 8 of spades. Don't tell me yours.
Okay.
You've been thinking of yours longer than anyone else. I'm sorry, your name again. Christina. Christina, you've been, so just visualize the card. Imagine it floating in space between us. I'm going to see if I can just withdraw it from your mind, okay? Are you picturing it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm getting an image. Oh, the image is coming, it's becoming more clear. Are you buying any of this? It's a rectangle. I see a rectangle. It's a rectangular card. Yes. Yes. I told you I was a management consultant. We start by observing the obvious, and that'll be $85,000. It's a red card. I'm seeing hearts. Is it the little hearts? Okay. Left-handed without looking. One card leaps visibly from the deck, flies across and into my hand. And now he's. I'm not even going to look at it. For the first time, Christina, what was the card you were thinking of? The Six of Hearts. If this is the Six of Hearts, I will know from the emotional frenzy. So I'm putting it all in your hands now, ladies and gentlemen. The Six. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our tour of the sleight of hand prowess here in the Carter the Great showroom. Hope you enjoyed your visit to House of Cards. Get out there, enjoy, have another drink, enjoy some more close-up magic. We'll see you next time. Good night.